Now then, people, good morning and welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. I'd love to say I hope you're all doing well, but I know you will all be on the floor, much like me. 46 game season, well, 49 in the end, came down to a 1-0 loss in the playoff final to Southampton. They deserved it, right? They deserved it on the day. We were just not at the races. We had a good 10-15 minute spell, maybe 10 minutes right at the start where we actually looked like we could create chances, score, maybe take charge, but you have to be clinical in the moments. Not that we had any clear-cut chances. You have to create chances in the moments. You can have the ball, but we didn't really do anything with it. Russell Martin again out, tactiqued. Daniel Farke. We've played them 2 occasions and then opted for the same formation, same style, same tactics for a 3rd occasion. Doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results is the definition of insanity, right? Martin had his number. Southampton had Leeds United's number. Take nothing away from them. Off the ball, they were just 10 times better than us. Defensively, really, really good. And when the moment came, they took their chance, right? It could have had a couple more. Melia made some good key saves. But like the goal, the Armstrong goal, Ampadu, I don't know what he's doing, getting attracted to the ball. Pressing, Cooper gets murdered for that. Cooper gets absolutely murdered for that. And I'm not comparing the 2 players, of course. Ampadu's had an amazing season, but that's something that Cooper's susceptible to doing. I think he gets drawn into small ball and Armstrong just nips in at the back there. And you knew as soon as he went through, he's scoring. And I said, pre-match, 1-0 either way. That's how I felt it would go. And that proved to be the case, wasn't it? Playoffs are cagey, tight affairs, and the first goal for me was so crucial because, as we know, when Leeds United go in front, we win games. Similarly, the case for Southampton, especially against Leeds United. So they deserved it on the day. I thought performance-wise, I pick out Rodon as having a decent game. Could that be the last time we see him in a Leeds shirt? I thought Rutter did some okay things as well. But outside of that, I'm really scratching my head. Dan James, when he came on, great performance. Should he have started with him? Can't criticise Farke for the team selection because we just battered Norwich 4-0 at home. We're all riding the crest of a wave. That's why I said during the week, I don't want to get too gassed about Joel Pirro because it was 1 game in 48 where he played well as a 9. Today, I still don't know why he was on the pitch. Joseph came on, did more. Maybe should have... Look, I knew Farke was never going to go on with Joseph, but if we're starting next season with Daniel Farke as manager, which I want, by the way, I know it's quite loud, the criticism on Twitter over the last 24 hours of people wanting him out. And I get that, because emotions raw and people can see holes in his game, etc. I get all that. But Joseph has to be 9 next season, We need a massive overhaul of this squad now. There will be a massive overhaul because we know Somerville's going to exit, Nonto's going to exit. There'll be bids for Rutter, there'll be bids for Gray. Will Thorpe want to return back home potentially? Will Rodon stay? Do we need a new keeper? All this will come out in the wash. You best believe we will go through that. Probably with the final word on Monday where we can speak to some other great content creators. Just while I'm on that as well, big up to every content creator that's joined me this season. Big up to all you viewers, subscribers, members, every single one of you. Thank you so much for what has been a great season. Ultimately ended in disappointment, but 49 games. It's been long, it's tired, I'm tired, you're tired, but we move, don't we? The performance just was shoddy. Even Roberts, when he came on, really, really poor. What really frustrates me as well, Nonto was moaning again. That's never a good sign. There was 3 occasions as well where the occasion or the frustration got to Leeds United that I can remember that really frustrated me at the time. Ampadu pushing Shea Adams after he tried to win a free kick. Why are we doing it? Roberts pushing Aribo. Somerville thought he was fouled, stopped playing, and then decided to kick Kyle Walker-Peters in the air. We did not manage the occasion correctly. Southampton did. Southampton did that. Took yellow cards when they needed to. Sat in and defended resolutely when they needed to, and when their opportunities came, they broke, If they'd have got a second, I mean, it could have been a hell of a lot worse, I tell you that much. Melier kept us in it, but again, will that be his last game in a Leeds United shirt? There is loads for us to go through, but you have to give congrats to Southampton. Like I say, the 3 shining lights. Rodon, I thought, was good. He actually wanted to go forward. We didn't do enough of that. He almost scored. You know, but their defenders throwing their body on the line. Bednarak did it a few times. Harwood, Bellis. Our defence was just disjointed today. When Archie Gray's pulling a foul throw, you know something's not going right. You know, the baller. He had a great little start as well when he got into a tangle with the guy Fraser. But then after that initial moments, it just went, didn't it? And then I think you knew at that point. And, you know, Daniel Farker, unfortunately, is not adventurous enough to change things in game. And he is... I have to criticise him for that. And people say, well, if you're saying this, then he needs to go. Well, no, because no one's fucking perfect, unfortunately, are they? You know, Bielsa even had holes in his game that we all criticised him for at the time as well. It'll be interesting to see what the 49ers do. I don't think they'll push the button. I don't see that happening at all, nor would I want them to. That's just, you know, my thoughts. I mean, Farker said, you know, we started on the front foot. Decision-making in the first half was not top class. You know, you'll see the stills. Archie Gray decides to have a shot. Willie Gnonto, with his strike, with his left boot. These moments, you're thinking, just move it on. There was one in the second half where Rutter's through and decides to lash it. The guy can't shoot. So don't. Someone needs to say, don't shoot unless you are certain. Because he had, you know, Dan James coming. Dan James was the real injection that we needed. You know, just all impact. I love that. All impact, Lockie. All impact, my brother. You know, but we've got to dust ourselves down. You know, ultimately, the season starts in 2 months. August the 10th, we'll be back supporting the lads. You know, the Euros start in less than a month. You know, a couple of weeks. So we go again. Football continues. Football doesn't stop, ever. The club have got a very, very big summer on their hands. And they have to get it right. They have to get it right. You know, we're going to lose some big players. But overall, the squad, for me, will have more depth. But maybe they'll rip it all up. I think they'll want continuity. Because that's the one thing that we lacked this season coming into it. We had a new manager. The ownership took longer, so therefore we started business late. We had the players that didn't want to be here. That is gone now. If Somerville, Gnonto are going to go, they exit soon, and then we go again. You know, we go again. We need a 10. We need a 9. Well, no, play Joseph there. And maybe Sargent could be one as well. We need a 10. We're going to need a couple of centre-backs because can Strout be depended on? You get Ampadu back in midfield, which improves us. I don't think Kamara and Gruev over the course of the season, you almost can't play them together. They're too passive. Again, people not tracking runners and stuff. You know, Armstrong on one of the free kicks, Kamara just left him. There was too much of this today. Him there, pass him on, and not actually doing it. It's all right, point him, but you need to actually do that. You know, you need to actually, yeah. Someone's telling you to do something, you know, you move, don't you? So yeah, deeply disappointed, but we've just got to move on again. There'll be plenty of things for us to decipher, to go through. Squads, you know, transfers, all that sort of shit. So get locked in for that. It doesn't stop, does it? It doesn't stop. But listen, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you to everyone that's followed the channel this season, dropping down to the Championship. You know, you think, but if anything, it's made the channel bigger, better, grew even more. So I want to thank you all for that. Smash a like on the video for one last time this season. Subscribe to the channel for one last time this season. Get your comments in, and of course hit that notification bell. And we're back here, 10th of August, starting the season. You know, we'll be there. We will be there. Thanks as always for watching. I'll see you in a bit. Peace out. Love you all. Leeds, Leeds, Leeds.